Okay, Miss Jennifer, are you there? Maybe I'm still, no? Hang on.
Now is it working?
Okay, perfect.
Yay.
Okay, so since you've got a flight to catch, do you want to go ahead and give us an update from the foundation and kind of fill us in on what's going on?
Yes. I've got just a few things I want to talk about. I'm sorry for the noise in the background, so if you can't understand me, I'll try to catch you up another way. But real quick, any ag teachers that have students that are involved in poultry projects, I have a really exciting opportunity next Tuesday on the 11th with the Poultry Federation. And I've been trying to get a meeting with their board of directors since I started this gig. And so originally they didn't have time to talk to me, and now they want to, but they also would like to have some ag teachers with some students that are involved in poultry projects. So if that's something that any of y'all have some sharp dressed FFA jacket wearing kids that could maybe come and help me out on that day, it's lunch with Gus's Fried Chicken, which is always good. And I would love to have you. So please let me know. I need to RSVP. I know it's short notice, but I just found out about it this morning. But it is a good opportunity to be in front of all the big boys in the poultry industry in Arkansas. Secondly, just an update on funds. Some of you may know, but we've got the $2.5 million in the bank, and so really what we're waiting on now are finalized architect plans so that we can proceed. And additionally, we're working on plans for our lodges and that type of thing. So I've got a lot of things kind of cooking on that as far as grants and individual donors, but I'm a little bit at a standstill until I have something firm that I can go forward with on that. And along those lines, if you do have any contacts with anyone, any construction companies that could provide us some types of in-kind gifts with their services, please let me know. That would stretch our dollar quite a bit, and I'm all about saving money and making this $2.5 million go as far as we can make it go. Next, so I went to the IPPE conference in Atlanta last week. Lots of great contacts that I need to follow up with. And again, if you have any corporate connections or even individuals that you can personally help open the door for me, I would appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, and here's the big thing. Coming up on February 25th, I've alluded a little bit about this in the previously, but Give Day 2020 will be on February 25th. And so I would love for you to promote this on your social media pages for saving the date. It's an opportunity for us to benefit from National FFA's efforts. They're promoting it. They will be promoting just a crazy blast of activities on that day with direct links to giving in Arkansas, where we get 100% of that back to our state foundation. And so it'll be opportunities to give $10, so it's not going to take away locally. Instead, it's going to give us access, hopefully, to just a lot more funds that we can use for student success and for things that you have going in your programs where you can use extra money. So along those lines, if you have chapter officers that are pretty savvy with social media and all that, I would love for them to create a little video and send that to me, just promoting this Save the Day and Give Day 2020. If they want to do this and they would like more information, I would love to visit with them personally about that, just to kind of give them a little bit more feedback on what I'm looking for. But as National FFA promotes rapidly on that day, so will Arkansas. So it's just going to be an all-out blast for giving efforts to benefit us. And so I'm really going to need your help with that. So along those lines too, if you happen to own an FFA jacket that you wore years ago, kind of like the old Ice Bucket Challenge that went viral, a couple of other state advisors are wanting to create kind of a viral opportunity with ag teachers trying on their jacket and talking about why it's important to give and support the FFA. So be thinking about that, and there'll be a few more details coming out on that soon. And then lastly, if you have auctions, if you have banquets or anything like that, where I can come and take 10 minutes to share about the Corduroy Club or what the foundation is doing and our Couchdale campaign, I would love to come and be present or send one of my development council members. And that's about it. And my plane is about to board for Indianapolis. So
perfect. And you're going to Indianapolis this week, Ms. Jennifer, to meet with other foundation people from across
yes,
and
yes,
to gain some contacts that will hopefully. Lucas Anderson said, "Have a safe trip."
Thank you.
So have fun and be careful. And I hope you gain lots of networking that can help us here in Arkansas. So thank you, Ms.
Me too. All right. Thank you all. Have a good day.
You too. And like Ms. Jennifer said, if y'all have students that could help, whether it's getting the give day out or if it's you've got someone in poultry, we're really trying to make this work, and we're really trying to make connections with the poultry industry. So we appreciate that. Moving right along, Will Clark, do you want to give your alumni update for us?
Sure thing. So, hey, everybody. Can y'all hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So a couple weeks ago, we had the Alumni State Conference in Fayetteville at the University of Arkansas. We had 31 total in attendance, so we were really excited about that. We actually had a really strong collegiate chapter presence as well, so we're excited to kind of get the young folks back involved with the alumni, since collegiate is now a part of the Alumni Association. And so we had a tour of the Tyson Discovery Center for our members who were able to go, and that was really enjoyable. We got to kind of go in and see how Tyson is able to, prepare the food that they need to supply to McDonald's or Taco Bell or their different customers. We also elected officers, and so I'll kind of go quickly through that. Feel free to contact these folks if you ever have questions about the alumni. So our new Eastern District representative is Monica Griffin. Our at-large position number 2 is Cynthia Johnson. Our AVA-TA representative is Mr. Clayton Salee. Our teacher educator is Dr. Kate Shoulders at the U of A. Our new collegiate chapter representative is Paul Cole from Southern Arkansas University. And then our immediate past state officer position was filled by Dawson Smith, who is state president last year. And then out of those folks, we were able to select our executive officers. So, of course, Mr. John Krangle is our president. I'll be serving as the vice president. Ms. Skelton will be our secretary, and then Monica will be our treasurer. And so if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out to these folks. We also have other officers who were not up for re-election, but they'll be serving our board for another year or two. We have the Alumni CDE contest coming up on February 15th. And so if you have any resources to help out there, such as buses or volunteers, reach out to Mr. Krangle, and he can set that up for you. And then also, if you have any questions about that, Mr. Krangle is your contact there as well. And then just some other quick information. So our alumni dues are now due to the state association by February 1st. And so we made that adjustment from last year so that our dues are kind of more in line with the high school FFA dues. That way it's easier for all of us to kind of get on the same page there. Our state is affiliated, so dues are $200 annually. And I know Mr. Draper and Mr. Krangle can clarify any questions that y'all have about dues. And so kind of an update on the WLC scholarship. So we have a kind of a new revised point system. So if your chapter attends the alumni contest, they're at a state meeting, they're at state convention, they attend state alumni conference, you get different points for those different things. And then that all kind of tallies up into who will be awarded a WLC scholarship. And so if you have more questions about that, I know Mr. Krangle will gladly be able to kind of help clarify those things. And that's kind of all we have on the alumni end. Is there any questions that I can try to help answer from the alumni side of things?
Thank you for what y'all are doing. We appreciate it. We know that.
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot of work, especially for that CDE contest that y'all have coming up. So we're very thankful for it.
Yeah, I know that they're definitely excited. to kind of have that going. And then kind of a side note, separate from the Alumni Association and the State Association, at the University of Arkansas, we're having the Razorback Leadership Academy, which is a program that kind of helps, supply some different needs or training opportunities for the state officer candidates. And so it's completely separate from the State Association altogether. But if you have any questions about signing your state officer candidate up for RLA, feel free to reach out to me or anybody at the U of A. We'll be happy to help your candidate out.
Perfect. Thank you, Will.
Awesome. Yep. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Our National IFFA update. So Nina Crutchfield is actually in Indianapolis today as well. For those of you who don't know, this week is our Three Circle Summit. So it's got almost one of everybody from Arkansas IFFA there. So she's there. There was an email sent out last week about USDA opportunities from Nina. And it was a very long email, but I bet if you suffered through it, there would be something that you could utilize for your chapter. What I will do is after this, I will send it out again. I will resend it to the listserv to kind of refresh and jog your memories because I'm not going to read through all of it. Save you some time. So things that are coming up immediately. One, if you have not signed up for your supervisory meeting, you need to do that. I resent the link this morning. I will say that we have had really good responses, and I think we have about 230 signed up. So that's incredible. Thank you to those who have signed up. That's due today. If you don't sign up today, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You've got to come to them because here's the thing, folks. Things are not necessarily changing for us. We've been doing pretty good, but with Perkins 5, we're going to be talking about the integration of Perkins 5 at the supervisory meeting, and you're definitely going to want to come to that to hear some explanations and hear how we're going to work with y'all to make it work for you. Next week, or no, this week still. So many cool things are happening. Tomorrow, Southern District CDE is open. Wednesday, Eastern District CDE is open. And Thursday, Northwest District CDE is open. So you can begin to register for those. Don't forget that it's not like at a practice contest. If you don't register, you don't come. Those deadlines for closing are March. Y'all, I use this planner so much that it is broken. So please, if you're not using it, you need to. And deadlines for those close March 3rd, 4th, and 5th for your district CDE contest. The registration for WLC, the deadline is Friday. So if you're kind of teetering on the edge of if you're having a student go or not, make sure that you're signed up before Friday or you have no options. Next Monday is the World Food Prize essay deadline. On our website, I will show y'all really quickly where you can find information for that. I'm going to be real honest with you. If you think that you have a student who can whip out an essay in just a few days, I don't know how that's going to work, but you can try. But if they've been working on it, but maybe they're at a standstill, you go, sorry, I wasn't very good, activities and conferences. And then from there, you'll go to World Food Prize. And here's all the information. They can click on 2020 information. Just kidding. They can click on this and boom, they're able to register, sign up. And as always, there's an incredible resource down here. You can give this to your student and it helps them write their paper because it's asking the questions of, select your country. What are the demographics like? What is the percentage of rural and urban? So it's helping guide their questions to creating a really good essay. So that'll help you there. Also, if you have students who are applying for their state degree, don't forget that that is due on March 1st. Something that's really important, I did post on the Facebook page, which if you're not a part of it, you need to be. That'll take me to it. If you're not a part of it, you need to be. There's all kinds of stuff that gets posted in here. It's absolutely the best. But I have posted in here the requirements for community service if you need that. Also, don't forget that you as an advisor have to approve those. If you don't approve it, then it doesn't come to us as met, and then we can't approve it. So March 1st is the day for that. Also, something exciting that I posted about today. If you didn't know, this summer I was a National FFA Teacher Ambassador. It was phenomenal. They flew me to Indianapolis. I was able to meet with teachers from all over our nation. I was able to come back and give workshops to some of you guys. Loved it. Loved it so much. That workshop, or that link to the application is now open. You can follow that and fill out, and you'll have an over the phone interview. If you're interested in that and you're like, oh yeah, that's something I'd like to do, perfect, call me. I will help you as best as I can with the interview process. All convention applications are due March 6th. So that's everything. That's proficiencies, state officer candidate applications, agri-science fair applications, honorary state degree applications, FFA for FFS, national chapter, all of those are due March 6th. And I'm telling you now in the month of February so that maybe you'll get them all done. This week, or this month, is also National FFA Week at the very last week of the month. So if you need anything for that, if you need ideas, you need help, whatever, I don't mind helping you.
Hey, Sunny.
Yes, ma'am.
Proficiencies are due February 15th. You
Yeah,
said
they are. That's right, Miss Priest. Thank you. Samantha's not here today, guys, so I'm struggling. But yes, February 15th. She is not wrong. And those are now all online. So you submit them and we'll be able to pull those directly from the AET. Thank you, Ms. Priest.
when are the STAR applications due?
Gordon, the STAR applications are due the 6th, right? Yes. Yeah.
And those are submitted online as well?
Yes, ma'am. All of our applications are online this year.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Good questions. And all of those can be found on the AT, correct? Yes.
The application?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Yes. See, so we just learn together, people. Yeah, so we have FFA week and then supervisory meetings are for the next 2 weeks coming in. I encourage you that if you have questions about Perkins 5, if you have questions about anything that's happening for, state convention, for ag in service, for any of those things, that you bring those questions to talk about so that we can really get the most out of our meetings. The last thing I have is that registration for state CDEs, state-only CDEs, opens February 21st. So if you have any of those teams, that's what you need to be doing. And then since y'all are the ones who joined me today, I would like to introduce y'all to our state convention talent and or our state convention entertainment and keynote speakers for this year. This will also be posted on Facebook and it will also go out on listserv. But because you are here, I would love to share with you. So I'm not sure. Can y'all see my screen? Anybody? Yes, Mr. Mason? Okay, you can see my desktop. Marvelous. So this is our convention theme this year. It's Live Intentionally. The state officers chose this because it's something that means a lot to them. So I hope that as we go through state convention, you're able to see that and your students are able to relate to that and truly do live intentionally for this year. Our opening session speaker is Rob Sharkey. He is the podcast host for The Shark Farmer. He is raw, he is funny, he is such a good storyteller. I'm super excited because he's going to tell our students how to share their story and how to listen. And I'm very, very excited for that. He does not farm sharks. I found that out and I was disappointed. I'm just kidding, Mr. Sharkey, in case he watches this. Our national officer that is coming is Yomar Roman. So many of you know he is the first national officer from Puerto Rico, so we're excited. I think he's from Puerto Rico. Oh. But anyways, he'll be here. And then we have the Farm Her creator, Margie Alanis. So she's coming. We're very excited. With us just recently celebrating women in the FFA, we're going to look to her to really engage and inspire our female students. And then my favorite people, our concert this year is Aaron Watson. So we hope that you all approve. We're hoping that this year we can incorporate a dance area and that our students will enjoy it. I know that we had some mixed reviews last year. We loved Walker Hayes, but I think that we're going to love Aaron Watson even more. And I think your students are going to love Aaron Watson. So that is all I have, I do believe. Do you all have any questions? Is there anything I didn't cover that you're like, Sunny, you're completely missing something? Oh, cancel. So anything? You all great? Mr. Mason? Are you eating a marker? Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a great day.